My name is Dean Brown, and I'm here at MI in Tokyo, and I'm getting ready to do a clinic and open counseling and some other stuff. But before I do that, the good people from Xotic have brought me a new toy to play with. I've got this EP booster, and I haven't tried it before, but I just plugged it in. They recommended that I put it before the delay, which I did, and so I'm going to try it without the delay right now, and let's listen to the sound just without anything. So here's the sound, and of course I'm using a little amplifier. But you remember, I mean, Jimmy Page used a really little amplifier and made a big sound with it, so we should be able to do something here. But so now I'm going to turn the EP on, and now the first thing I notice is that it seems more vibrant, the amp, even though it's louder. I mean, it's not the volume that I noticed right away. It's the spectrum seemed to get bigger, and that's what I like. That's what I like about the RC pedal, you know. Of course, the RC has some tone controls and things, so that makes it. But the EP, I'm not exactly sure what the idea is. I think the idea was that it replaced the volume control on an echo unit, and so I get it, and I kind of hear that sort of. I hear that, but like I said, the sound's more vibrant, and then I might use it tomorrow because you hear it. It's brighter and darker. You know that. Really noticeable. You know? Yeah. So typically, I use the RC for that kind of purpose. So I'm using the RC now, right? And you see, but there's the tone controls. Really, the cool thing about the RC is it doesn't really necessarily change the sound of the amp. It just makes it sound like there's more gain, you know. So I really love that, you know. But the EP seems to do it without me even having to touch any tone controls, so that's a really cool thing. The big difference between the EP, I guess, and the RC is the RC gives you a little bit of distortion, which is if you want it, you know, just a slight amount of distortion, and you can control that. But the EP is that's a really cool thing because it gives you no distortion. It just adds, like, it just widens the sound. So I really like that. Okay, so then now I use the BB quite a bit, you know. I mean, I love these Xotic pedals because they don't sound like pedals. You know, they sound like amps, you know, and I just love that. And I use a solid state amplifier. This is also a solid state amplifier, I think, and it makes it sound more like tubes to me, these Xotic pedals. So I love that. So I can get both, you know. And I'm not using any effects at all. I'm just using and so if I add the yeah. Really great. Of course, the BB Plus has has 2 channels, and one of them is, you know, even more fat. So let's see what it sounds like in conjunction with the EP. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is, oh yeah. This is the first time I'm playing through this thing, so I'm gonna play with it a lot tomorrow at sound check and get used to it. Okay, so that's the story. We got the EP, which looks like it's going to be part of my rig, and you know, the BB Plus, which I love because it sounds very natural. The RC, which gives me a little slight bit of distortion, but is still clean enough, especially if you roll off your volume a little bit on the guitar. So I love these pedals, and you know, the cables, I've been using them now, you know, and I'm a believer now. You know, I don't know much about, you know, how stuff works, but I know how it sounds, and it sounds good.